The Frigate has landed. Well, almost. Version 16 is in its final stages of testing, and I have been running it for months now. It's packed with game-changing new features, including ugly mug detection, face detection, and license plate recognition. But beyond the headline features, there are a ton of quality of life improvements that make the best open source NVR even better. So today we're diving into what's new, having a look at how well it actually works, and whether you should be as excited as I am. Now, to understand why version 16 is such a big deal, we need to quickly talk about the foundation that was laid in version 15. The last big update introduced the Explore tab. The Explore tab lets you search and filter every single object Frigate has ever detected. But the real magic is how you can search. With semantic search, you can just type whatever you're looking for in plain English, and the results are shockingly good. The fact that this all runs completely locally is just incredible. So version 15 gave us this amazing search intelligence, and that's the perfect setup for version 16, which now brings powerful new recognition intelligence to the table. The number one feature everyone is talking about, well, maybe not everyone, but the dozens of us excited enough to have installed the beta version anyway, is built-in face recognition. In the past, you could cobble this together with Home Assistant and other tools, but it was so complicated, I honestly never bothered trying. Now it's baked right in, and it mostly just works. You get two models, a small one that runs on the CPU and a large one that needs a GPU. My GPU isn't quite man enough for the large model, so my experience is with the small one, and it's been a bit of a mixed bag. Getting it to reliably detect my family has been a gradual process of training. It's pretty good with us now, but it still sometimes confidently misidentifies a new face as someone it already knows. I think I've been spoiled by cloud-based systems in the past, like my old Nest doorbell, where people are looking straight into the camera that's detecting their faces. So considering this is all running locally with cameras in less than ideal angles, it's actually working surprisingly well. Next up is license plate recognition, and this one works brilliantly right out of the box. You just enable it and it starts working. You can even add labels for known cars, but this does have to be done in the YAML file. But it opens up some amazing possibilities for automation when combining it with Home Assistant. For example, I have an automation that announces when a car pulls up to my gate.
Incoming broadcast. It says, car at the gate.
Now I can use the license plate data to mute that announcement if it's one of my own cars. I can also stop getting person-detected notifications on my phone if Frigate recognises that it's me or my wife that's out in the garden. It's a huge step towards smarter, less annoying notifications. Okay, those are the big, flashy features, but the change that has made the biggest practical difference for me is also one of the simplest. We can now properly enable and disable cameras directly from the UI, the API, and the Home Assistant integration. This might sound a bit lame compared to face recognition, but for anyone with indoor cameras, it's a privacy game changer. I have a few indoor cameras that I only want active when my alarm system is set. Before I had a bit of a clunky workaround, but now I can have Home Assistant tell Frigate to completely shut down the camera streams. No decoding, no processing, nothing. It's simple, it's clean, and it gives me total peace of mind. Alright, version 16 is also packed with a ton of other awesome tweaks. Let's run through them lightning round style. You can now define zones and masks using percentages instead of pixels. This is a lot more intuitive, it's much easier to use than the previous pixel-based solution. You can now trigger manual recordings on demand, directly from the live view. For user management, there are now view-only roles that you can assign, so you can give someone access to your camera system without them being able to break anything or mess with the settings. The right-click menu in the live view now has quick toggles for muting audio and disabling cameras. In the history view, you can now pinch to zoom on the timeline for mobile, and on the desktop you can do the same thing by holding down Control and scrolling with your mouse wheel. It's still a little bit clunky, and it would be super cool to be able to zoom out further to see a whole day at once, but it's a great start. This one's super cool, but a bit niche. Frigate can now estimate the speed of moving objects. You have to draw out an area onto a road, for example, and tell Frigate what the distances are, and it can estimate the speed of objects that move through that zone. So that's the highlight reel for Frigate 16. It's another massive update that adds powerful new intelligence and a ton of polish. For me, there's still one big thing that's high on my wish list. I would love the ability to filter alerts so they only trigger if an object has actually moved. Almost all of the false positives that I get are from shadows, plants, watering cans being misidentified as a person. If we could set a minimum movement threshold for the object that's been detected, that would instantly eliminate almost all of the false positives that I get. But what do you think? Is face recognition a game changer for you? What's on your Frigate wish list? Let me know down in the comments. If this video helped you out, mash that like button. It's always greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.